What's going on in the Peoria real estate market? That is the question we are going to talk about today. My name is Gaetz-Bishop. I'm with Keller Williams Premier Realty here in the Peoria area. I've been doing real estate for about 20 years now and have seen all the changes throughout the years. So right now we're going to talk about where we are at in the market, since everybody is asking that question and wants to know. And we hear so much on TV about the real estate market, and a lot of times they are looking nationally. So it doesn't always play part to what's happening here locally. Nationally, unless you're moving out of state, we don't really care. Let's talk about here local in the Peoria, Illinois area. I'm going to take these stats and compare them from the end of February of 2026 compared to 2025. So over the last year, what's happened, what's changed, and where we think things are going to go. Our average price point in February of 2025 was $150,000. So that's the average price that a home sold for. In comparison to 2026, we were at $159,000. So a very little slight increase, but nonetheless, it was an increase. We'd rather see an increase than a decrease, right? Our days on market, it was 25 days in 2025. In comparison to 2026, 22 days. So it's taking about 22 days to get your home listed and pending. Yay, not too long. Give you enough time to get packed. Now here's a big kicker. We're going to talk about the number of sales. In February of 2025, we had 1,172 homes sell. In comparison to 2026, we had 631 sell. Now that's a major difference. So we are really down in sales, which in part has to do with our inventory. I hear it every day from buyers. There's nothing on the market. There's nothing on the market. They are absolutely correct. And when it goes on the market, well, it's selling within 22 days. So our supply last year at this time was 1.8 months worth of supply. Okay, that is still considered a seller's market. This year, we are at 0.9, so less than a month worth of supply. Obviously, that's going to have an effect on how many sales that we have. So what's the key point I want to make? Don't wait, get your house on the market. If you're thinking about selling, truly, the time is now. You have very little competition, guys. Buyers are going to buy all the time. I've talked about this a million times. Buyers are always buying. They need a home to buy. If you're thinking about selling, what better time when you have less than 1 month worth of inventory? Now, one other thing that has changed, which isn't a stat, but we need to talk about, is even though we have this very low inventory, what's changed in the last couple of years is the buyer's approach. Buyers are still buying houses, but they are making offers. They generally are not going in at full asking price or $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 over like they were in the past couple of years. They're going in, they're making an offer, they are having a home inspection, they're asking for repairs, and they are treating the market almost as if it was a buyer's market in that regards. So that is where our sellers need to kind of adjust a little bit and be aware that there is a good chance that the buyer for your home is going to have an inspection and ask for repairs. The great thing about Peoria, Illinois is that our market doesn't really fluctuate a whole lot. We are not like some of the other areas, Tennessee, Florida, California, where they go up and down and up and down. Pretty stable. So that is a positive thing in my opinion. So in a simple summary of what's going on in our market is that we don't have enough homes on the market. Buyers are still buying. And if you're thinking about selling, now is the time. As always, this is Gaetz-Bishop over at Keller Williams. And if you have any further real estate questions or needs, feel free to give me a call, message me, like, subscribe, all that jive, and let's get your home sold.